So Todd is still critical?
Yeah. His family's camped out at the ICU, and he lost a lot of blood. His heart stopped before they could get him into surgery. He hasn't come around yet.
He's too annoying to die.
He is annoying. He's annoying. That's why I'm here. The office is too quiet.
Well, it's been quiet around here with Blair over at the hospital. I had to cancel her set, so all the regulars went home. It's gonna be dead.
Hey, when you gotta sleep with, you gotta drink around here.
Or not.
Oh my gosh. This is so much better than the small room I was forced to move into after they took Vimal to prison. I am just so grateful to both of you for helping out an old school shop.
I put your guest in the blue room. I trust that meets with Madam's approval.
That's perfect, Nigel. Thank you so much. Nigel will show you to your room.
Right, that's right.
Thank you. Thank you.
So remind me why you invited Rama to move in here?
Ooh, Cosmo, I have not had one of those in years.
You're not supposed to drink. You have hepatitis C.
Jessica has hepatitis C. I am as healthy as a horse, and boy, after the day I've had, with Clint and Vicky in court for hours fighting over custody of that little brat, and what the heck would they know about raising kids? Look at Jessica. She's a mess.
Clint Buchanan, you're under arrest for the kidnapping and false imprisonment of my son, your nephew, David Vickers Buchanan.
So it's true.
My little brother will do anything to put me behind bars, but like I told you, it is hogwash.
I don't think so. Apparently, Bo has evidence.
All the evidence we need, we've got David.
Make me forget. David Vickers Buchanan.
David who? Dorian!
David!
Is David all right?
He'll recover. In time to testify against you. David spent the last year in a Moroccan prison because of Clint.
Yeah, Nora told me earlier, but I didn't want to believe it.
Yeah, well, believe it. Clint kidnapped him, had him locked up. Didn't you, big brother?
Yeah, baby, it's me. I've come back to you, but whose legs are you between?
David, you remember that telephone call we had where I told you that I was moving on with my life? Well, this is your replacement.
Rama, she's lost everything. I'm all she has right now. And this place is huge. We'll probably never even know she's here.
Okay. And when my father finds out? Look, Aubrey, you and I both know that Vimal would not have changed those DNA results by himself. Okay, that odor had to have come from my father.
Which is all the more reason to help her.
And my father. I don't think he's gonna want Vimal's wife, under his roof, blaming him for what happened.
No, listen, I know that she's not too happy with her husband right now, but I don't think she blames Clint.
Still, you sure you want to do this?
This house is Clint's. I don't have anything of my own, and Connor and I have not been able to get the money yet.
Well, you better find a way to get it today, or your new husband is gonna see this.
She is an old friend, and she's in trouble. Besides, your dad owes her.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't assume anything as far as my father goes, so.
Brahma will not rub it in his face. She's smarter than that. And she's so grateful just to have a roof over her
Aubrey?
head.
Oh, there you are. I'm sorry, that room just won't do.
My replacement?
Cutter, this is David Vickers Buchanan. David, this is Cutter. Cutter Wentworth.
Cutter Wentworth? What kind of name? God, that's a cool name. So, I should go. Yeah, not as dumb as he looks.
No. You were invited. David is an intruder.
Actually, I'm still your fiancé. What's this, some cheap knockoff?
Why would I go to the trouble of having your son thrown into prison in Mumbai?
Morocco.
Wherever. Maybe David got into trouble all by himself at one of his phone parties.
He was never at any of those phone parties. That was all you.
Why would you think that? Because David told you? He is a con man. Why would you believe anything he said? Unless, of course, you took the trouble to actually go to Morocco and you found him in a jail cell.
You know I found him at St. Blaise's.
St. Blaise's? Yes! What a hellhole! All I can say is sign me up for St. Blaise's.
Oh, keep laughing. We know you had David moved, and that you set the whole thing up with Alex Olenov to make it look like David had been partying, when in fact he's been locked in a cellar since the day you kidnapped him at his wedding.
When he supposedly left Dorian at the altar.
Only he didn't leave her. Clint had him grabbed.
Oh, Clint. Oh, my God.
Vicky, the lies are coming fast and furious. All I can say is that I got a phone call from Alex Olenov about a week ago, and she said that David had run up a hell of a tab. He wanted to charge it to BE, and would I sign off on it? And I said, hell no. Now, what Alex did with David after that, I have no idea, and I could care less. So I guess what it comes down to is that it's David's word against mine.
My fiancé? How dare you? After leaving me at the altar.
That wasn't my fault.
And sexting your way all the way across Europe?
Europe? I was in Morocco.
Up to your ears in foam.
Foam? I didn't see a bar of soap for 6 months. I was trapped.
And now you're done. Because we incinerated you.
Now, you think that you've spread enough money around that you could cover up everything that you've done. But you know something, in Morocco, money doesn't tend to trickle down. You know what I mean? See, I found someone at the bottom of the heap. Someone who got to know David. He knew him from TV, and he's willing to testify that David was in prison in Morocco, all because of you.
Well, Bo, by all means, bring him in. I'm sure that someone at the bottom of the heap from Morocco will be more than a match for my team of attorneys.
So you've not only suborned witnesses, now you're threatening them?
Vicky, a man's got to defend himself.
Oh, for how long, Clint?
For as long as it takes. Bo, Nora, face it. You've got nothing.
Jessica's my best friend.
Poor you.
Look, she fragmented when she found out about the babies. But she's gonna get better. And when she does, she's gonna want to make sure Ryder was safe and that Vicky was taking care of him.
Vicky? I wouldn't trust my worst enemy with Vicky.
Vicky was ill when all that happened.
How about it, hot stuff? You want to make me just a itty bitty little margarita?
I can make you a virgin margarita.
What is it with you and virgins? You turned Jessica down when she offered, which means that she went to Ford, which means you owe me, pal.
Virgin margarita. Take it or leave it.
I don't know what Jessica ever saw in you. Hey! Nice to meet you. I'm Tess.
You think your family knows she's running around trying to score drinks?
I think she's gonna have a problem scoring drinks.
Aren't you a gentleman?
What do you think you're doing?
Aren't you supposed to be changing diapers.
My mother's taking care of the baby.
Who is this guy?
He's my husband. Beat it, Bobby. My new friend's gonna buy me a drink.
She's not allowed to drink. She has hepatitis C.
Well, thanks a lot. What would you do that for?
You're not allowed to drink.
Listen, we had a deal. You get the kid, I get my freedom.
And we don't know if we have the kid until the judge comes back with a decision. I'm not gonna let you jeopardize my chance at having Tess.
You already did that by calling me Tess in the courtroom.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It was a mistake.
No, you and me. That was a mistake.
Look, whether you like it or not, we created Ryder. And he's a miracle. I'm not gonna let you ruin his chance at a decent life. So until the judge comes back with a decision, you take it easy.
No. Vicky has DID. And the only reason that Clint is not in jail is because he's rich.
And if we're lucky, he'll do something stupid and convince the judge that Ryder belongs with us.
A jury is going to see through whatever your high-priced legal team throws at my guy.
Well, go ahead. If you want to embarrass yourself, do whatever you want to do. All I can tell you is I sleep well at night, and I have got a clean conscience.
Ha! Clint, I know you lied. And you know I know. Last fall, I found a picture in Clint's office of David in prison. I confronted Clint about it, and he threatened to throw me into prison if I said anything. So do not act like you have a clean conscience. I know better.
Wait a minute. Let me see if I've got this straight. Rex has known about David being imprisoned for months. I mean, never mind the fact that maybe David got in trouble without me. He got in trouble all by himself by breaking a few local laws, but that's not important right now. What's important is that Rex knew that David was imprisoned and he never mentioned it to anybody, not even to you. Look, I'm not a professional like the two of you, but it just seems to me that if you take me down, you're gonna have to take Rex down as well.
You burned this? But you said my expression was vulpine. You loved this picture.
Not anymore. You left me at the altar.
For the 100th time, I did not leave you at the altar. Okay, I left you at the altar, but I didn't want to.
We're through, David, and that is why we burned all those tawdry mementos.
Tawdry? Mm-hmm. I'll have you know that Havasite has a 40% market share worldwide, 50% in Kyrgyzstan where they ride camelback. As for this oven mitt...
Okay, that's enough said about that.
Oh, really? So I see you haven't told him all our secrets. There's something at least. As for you...
David, Cutter has been a lifesaver. Haven't you, Cutter?
Tried. Yeah, well, the party's over. He doesn't love you, Dorian. He's just after your money, and when that's gone, he'll be gone too. He doesn't love you for who you are. He doesn't see your beauty, your wit, your intelligence. He just looks at you like a golden goose. My fiancé is no goose. So you can just hightail it out of here, gigolo.
So much for that idea.
Looks like Ford's got Tess under control.
She needs to be in treatment. Why would he not let her parents take her to the hospital?
That sounds more like Tess's idea than his.
All right, I'm calling Joey. He's gonna know what to do.
Are you sure that's a good move?
She's his sister.
And you're his ex-wife. He's married.
I know he's married.
Then you should let it go. I'm worried about you, Kelly. You know, Blair says that you've been going through some stuff, that you and Joey...
No. There is no me and Joey. We were just friends. Okay, and I know he would be concerned if he knew his sister was here.
Okay, whatever.
I mean, you know how I feel about small rooms. Too many bad memories. And the room Nigel put me in, I mean, I thought it was a closet. And I told him so, and I said, you know, he should show me something better, but he said I should talk to you.
Miss Aubrey, the blue room is already prepared.
Yes, and it's lovely, Nigel, thank you. But Rama does require a little bit more space. Could you show her something else, please?
Of course, madam.
I thought we were doing her a favor.
We are. I know Brahma can sometimes be a little bit fussy.
Oh, I'm sorry. That was just rude.
No.
Yes. I've never seen anyone roll over you like that. Aubrey, what is going on?
How dare you? Cutter was my guest.
You should be thanking me. That was a bedbug, parasite, a louse.
You're the one who's a louse. Please be careful with that. Get out! I mean, don't make me call security.
I'm not going anywhere until you hear my end of the story.
Oh, goody, more lies.
Dorian, I swear on my broken heart, I did not run out on you. I was kidnapped by Clint Buchanan.
But I got a Dear Dorian letter from you.
That was from Clint. I was hogtied in the cabana. I was thrown into the back of a catering truck, wheeled onto his private jet like so much sushi, and I woke up in this hellhole of a prison in Galat Magona.
Galat Magona?
Morocco. I almost died there. If I didn't have you to come back to.
But why would Clint throw you in a Moroccan prison?
To punish us. You took his company. He wanted revenge. And he kind of blames me for that bimbo Kimberly leaving him.
What about all the posts on your MyFace page? The foam parties?
To hurt you. He's an evil man, my uncle. Just ask my pa. He's the one who rescued me.
Bo knows about this.
I'd still be in that prison if it wasn't for Bo. We're tied to a bed in St. Blaise's. Which is another story. What's important is that for months, I didn't see the light of day, Dorian. I scratched your image onto my brick wall. Just look at my hands.
Oh, they're all cracked and red.
Now do you believe me?
Look, I admit it wasn't my best moment abandoning David, okay? I was protecting my family.
So was I.
Motive.
You'll have to find this so-called photo, and you'll need a search warrant for that, and I'm sure you'll be able to get it, but let me assure you, you'll find nothing at my house, nothing at my office. But if you go check out Rex's place, that could be a different story.
Oh my God. You sent someone onto my property? Plant evidence to incriminate one of my guests?
Vicky, you should have kicked him out, but you didn't. So, if the police happen to search the carriage house, who knows?
Son of a bitch!
I'm not leaving you here. You can't be trusted.
No wonder Langston left you. You're such a downer.
Langston left me because of you.
Well, that's your fault now, isn't it? Because you could be with her right now instead of following me around.
Rama has always been kind of a prima donna. So if bossing me around makes her feel like she's more in control of her life now, that's fine with me.
Yeah, but does the whole household have to bend over backwards for her?
Who is that?
Kelly. Hey, Kelly, what's up?
Hey, I wouldn't be bothering you, but I am here at Capricorn, and your sister, Tess, is here, and she's kind of out of control.
What do you mean?
Well, she wanted a drink. Christian wouldn't serve her, and then she tried to grab a drink from a customer.
Look, I'll be right there.
Where are you going?
Tess is causing problems. I gotta go over to Capricorn. Look, I'll see you later.
Okay.
You, my friend, are losing your touch. Kelly calls and your husband goes running.
Give me a break, Tess. It's been a long day. Let's just go home.
That is the difference between you and a real man. At the end of the day, a real man wants to cut loose. But just my luck, I had to marry a professor. Scratch that. Ex-professor. Who wants to go home and play daddy. Listen, newsflash. If I wanted to do that, I would have stayed with Officer Bonehead. I need someone hot, someone with some edge. A real man. Now that's what I'm talking about.
When I think how devoted I was. Worshipped you, Dorian.
I appreciate that, David. Really, I do. It's just...
It's just what? You got bored here in paradise while I was picking maggots out of my gruel?
I'm so sorry that I doubted you.
You did more than doubt me. You betrayed me.
I was lonely, damn it. You left me. Or I thought you left me, and who could blame me? You had done it before, and there I was again, feeling humiliated, betrayed, abandoned. And you know the worst part of it was? I missed you. Because I worship you. I do. But you're here now. In my bedroom. In my arms.
Nice speech, but not so fast. After I humbled myself and begged you to marry me, how could you think that I would just run off? How could you think that I would be so shallow and superficial that I would be partying my way across the continent?
David, your resume could list shallow superficiality as a special talent.
Why didn't you come after me? Why didn't you pick up the phone and call the Georges Cinq or wherever the hell I was foaming and ask to be connected to me? And when the concierge couldn't connect you to me because I wasn't there, I was in a prison in Morocco, why didn't you smell a rat? I'm disappointed. How could you be so easily swayed by Clint Buchanan?
Come on! You want a piece of me, old man? Let's see what you got. Or do you have to call your thugs to throw a punch for you?
Whoa, no, Clint, come on. Hey, that would be assault in front of all these witnesses.
What do you call what he just did to me?
Justified?
I want him arrested. For assault, breaking and entering, accessory after the fact, obstruction of justice.
Forget it.
You're gonna cover for this little punk?
He's your son!
If I go down, Rex goes down. When the custody case reconvenes, I will be here. Excuse me.
Now, hey, Clint!
Let him go, Bob.
He's not getting away with this.
What do you think he's been doing? He's gonna be paying off everybody in the prison system.
I've got Khalid.
Oh my God, think about that one. If they're not gonna go after Khalid or his family, they'll rip him apart on the stand.
David will testify.
David is unreliable at best.
We go after Clint, he'll go after Rex, and we can't run the risk of jeopardizing Vicky's custody case.
Wait a minute, what custody case?
Well, unfortunately, we've had to go sue Tess and Robert Ford for custody of Ryder.
And if Clint is arrested for a felony,
He looks familiar.
Cutter Wentworth. Even his name tastes good.
Wentworth, where have I heard that name before?
He's Aubrey's brother. He came to visit Jessica at the hospital when your kid was born. He was at the wedding that never happened. I wanted to pounce on him then, but I couldn't. I was locked up. Nothing stopping me now, though.
Double, huh? Guess you're lonely. Must be missing your sister. Trust me, the honeymoon is far from over, so dial it back, honey, because I'm letting you live here, but that does not...
Do not pretend that you're doing me any favors. We both know the only reason I'm here is because you do not want me to tell your husband that you're not really Aubrey Wentworth and that Cutter is not your brother.
Ladies, is there a problem?
Oh, no, of course not, Nigel. We were just discussing the accommodations.
Still?
Not in the mood.
Yeah, you can see that.
Had a bolt in a hurry.
The husband come home a little early?
Something like that.
I'm surprised you're not dogging my Aunt Dorian. I thought she was your plan B.
I don't think your Aunt Dorian will be needing my services.
Oh, you were doing so well. I thought she was going to take you out for a spin to help her get over David.
You didn't hear?
David's back.
Clint was very clever. It's not my fault.
So you're admitting Clint is smarter than you?
No, I'm not. It's just he was smart enough to take advantage of my vulnerability. He knows how crazy I am about you, and that the merest suspicion that you're being unfaithful with other women would shatter my world. And it did. You ask my girls. I haven't been the same since you left.
Well, obviously. Why else would you throw yourself at that discount gigolo?
It's been ages since I was... David, I am a hot-blooded woman, as you well know.
But you spoke to me. I called you. You heard my voice.
No. It's all my fault. I was blinded by pain. And it was a really bad telephone connection.
I was in a dungeon with rats.
Oh, sweetheart. Would it help if I kissed it and made it better? The miracle is you've come back. Oh, you've come back. And all in one piece.
Well, more or less, I guess.
Oh, more. What I really want is a room with a view of the gazebo.
Fine, great. Nigel, please, could you move Rama
Into your room, madam? That's the only bedroom with the view of the gazebo.
I'm sure Aubrey wouldn't mind moving for my sake.
I'm afraid I'm not at liberty to move Master Joseph out of his own room.
Then we have a problem.
Mrs. Patel, to what do we owe the honor?
Rama is going to be living with us for a little while. Things have been so difficult since Vimal went away.
Nigel, make me a drink.
Excuse me.
Ooh, a drink sounds good. But not here. Let's go out. To Capricorn? Okay.
David's back. How's Dorian? Did you throw something at him?
I wouldn't know. David threw me out.
Looks like you're gonna have to find yourself another heiress to cozy up to.
Oh, he's got a beard. You know what that means?
He doesn't know how to shave.
No, it means he's got it going on.
No, he doesn't. He's your brother-in-law, which means he's off limits.
What are you, the sex police?
Jessica, what are you doing here?
I'm sorry. Do I know you?
Jess, it's me, Joey.
Oh.
Not your brother.
I don't have any brothers.
Come on, Jess, I know you're in there. Okay, so let me just take you home.
Oh no, that's what this guy's for. He's my husband. I go home with him.
You know what I meant. Come on, Jess, I know you can hear me. Okay, so let me take you to Mom's. Right, this thing is killing her. Let's go home and we'll just make this right.
So, Jessica's...
Well, Tessa's taken over, yeah. And she and Robert Ford have Ryder. And Ford is unwilling to let go of him, and given what I've just learned about Clint, I don't really blame him. Do you know, after what Nora told me about what else she thinks Clint's done, I don't even know what to think. The thing is, though, he's Jessica's father, he loves her, and I know that, okay? And we're in the middle of a lawsuit, and the other side has already brought other allegations, and if we add fuel to the fire now... Bo, I'm so sorry. I know Clint deserves to go to jail for what he's done to you and Rex and David, but I have to think about Jesse and Ryder. That's my priority.
What is it with the men in this town? I'm serious. You want me to go home and change diapers, and you want me to go home and take care of a woman who means nothing to me.
She is your mom.
No. She's a mental case who left me alone in a bar. She's the reason I'm here. And don't get me wrong, I'm thrilled. I'm just not gonna play nursemaid to your kid or your mom. So buy me a drink or get lost.
Jessica, I know you're coming back to us.
You know, you sound just like Kelly. Why don't you hang out with her? She's so much more your speed.
I don't know how you live with yourself.
Oh, he doesn't. He lives with me.
Careful, Cal. Don't judge a book by its cover.
I know what I see.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Kelly?
Not a problem.
Thank you for calling me.
Did you talk to her?
Yeah, I tried. She's like a whole other person.
Don't worry, Vicky, okay? You heard Nora. We really don't have anything that'll stick.
Well, so what are you saying? Clint just gets away with it? He doesn't have to pay for what he did to David?
He will pay, just not right now.
Once we get custody of Ryder, once we get Jessica hospitalized.
Whoa, hang on.
Balsam, there's nothing we can do.
Yeah, there is.
Was I all that you thought of?
Only you. And food. And a shotgun.
A shotgun.
Oh, I confess, your portrait was not the only one that I drew. I drew another one, but not as carefully, not with the precision that I drew yours. I drew the weak jaw, the cruel mouth, the beady little eyes of my evil Uncle Clint. I used it for target practice. I know I took a vow of nonviolence when I converted. And you know me, I wouldn't hurt a fly. But by Buddha, I want to put a bullet between those beady little eyes.
And he deserves it. Oh. After what he did to you.
Luckily, Pa saved me. Pa and Rex Balsam.
Oh, Rex. Rex, that worm.
No, he's a snake, all right. He knew I was rotting away in that prison. He didn't do anything. He said nothing. He didn't say anything to Pa, didn't say anything to you.
No doubt his way of protecting his share of the Buchanan pie. Wait a minute. I'm trying to do a submachine gun. There, take that, Rex, take that.
Baby, you are so sexy when you do that. And I appreciate the gesture, but I already tried to kill Rex Balsam.
I want you to arrest Clint.
He'll go after you, Balsam.
If I had come forward last fall, you could have brought David home. So go ahead. Arrest him. I'll testify. And if it means that I go down too, I'm fine with that.
I have got a wonderful surprise for you.
Show me.
You wait. Right there.
David Vickers Buchanan is ablaze in St. Blazes? That bastard. Hey, where are you going?
In the bathroom. You want to join me?
Hi. Inez, how's Ryder?
I appreciate the offer, Balsam, but it's really not going to get us anywhere. Nora and Vicky are right. We can't jeopardize Jessica's future just to take a swipe at Clint. So we're going to have to be patient and get our ducks in a row.
What ducks?
Oh, Clint has committed several crimes in the last year. Kidnapping David is the least of it.
And given Clint and his ego, and now with him getting away with what he did to David, he's going to become far more reckless.
Okay, so we just have to be patient and thorough.
And we build an airtight case against Clint, and then we nail him for killing Eddie Ford.
So he goes down for murder. Sign me up. You need proof, I'll find it.
I've been keeping an eye on the young Mrs. Buchanan, as you requested.
I'm listening.
I think there's something peculiar going on with her and this Mrs. Patel person. Mrs. Buchanan seems a bit too eager to please her, as if she is, well, obligated in some way. I know, that sounds rather vague, but I thought you should know.
Thank you, Nigel. I'll take care of it. Right now, I want to be alone.
Of course.
Oh, I know why you wanted to come here. To spy on your husband.
That's crazy.
Really? I think it's wise.
Kelly, I really appreciate you calling me.
Yeah? Jessica's my best friend. You know me. When I love someone, I never let them go.
Yeah, I should be back in time for his next feeding. I don't know, we'll leave as soon as Tess gets out of the bathroom.
What are we waiting for? Let's get out of here.
David! Surprise! Surprise! David? David!
Hello, Uncle Clint.